definitely my first favorite mod in GTA 5 has got to be Redux, LA roads, and pretty much anything that affects the way the game looks and feels while I'm playing it. I absolutely love it. Playing GTA 5 normally on PlayStation is terrible. Like, it looks terrible. Then I go to PC. Without any mods, it looks beautiful. But then I install Redux, and then I install LA roads. As you guys could see in the video, it looks beautiful. And if you guys want to see a video tutorial on how to download this for PC, the link is in the description. It is definitely worth it. You don't need an amazing PC to run it either. It just looks beautiful. And it's not only the way that everything looks, it's also the other little things like billboards that change, and one of my favorite things is the gun sounds. Like, you gotta admit, those gun sounds are pretty awesome. Like, they sound really, really proper, and the explosions even look so much cooler. But that's not the only thing. If you're driving around at nighttime or it's raining, it looks very, very realistic. Way better than it does on console. I hate when it rains in GTA 5 on console, but on PC, when I'm using this mod, it's beautiful. Like, look at how nice it looks, and especially because it reflects off the car perfectly. Like, it looks amazing. Look at that car and look at the lights just reflecting right off the back of it. I love it. Redux and LA roads are amazing mods, and hands down my favorite ones to use in GTA 5. My next favorite mod is pretty obvious. It's going to be the menu mod menu. Not only do I love this menu because it's obviously just a regular mod menu, you can do all kinds of cool stuff like spawn cars just like I'm doing in the video, but this mod menu has so many other things you can do, which is why I love it. Like, one thing, turning on increased mass, which pretty much makes your car extremely strong, and no matter what else it touches, it will push it out of the way. And the faster you're going, the harder it'll get launched. And if you do it to street vehicles that aren't in God mode, like the cars you see in the video, it'll be a lot more fun. And then of course there's other mods that you could use with menu that just come with the menu, like rapid fire and explosive bullets. As you could see, it's pretty freaking awesome. Like, it's just infinite ammo and explosive bullets. And then another one, the magnet gun, which sucks every available prop up nearby, and then you could just launch it away just like that. It can literally pick up everything that isn't part of the map, if you get what I mean. Like, those fences, cars, and things like that can just get picked up and launched. It's awesome. And I've used this so many times. You head over to the airport, you pick up like a jumbo jet, and then you just launch it. And obviously some other cool ones are going to be like super running and super jumping, but one of my personal favorites would have to be walking underwater, which they just released really recently, and you could literally just walk around underwater with it. Like, is that not awesome? Another really cool mod they have is called jump around mode, which pretty much makes every car just start bouncing like this. And it's so cool because they also play music along with it to go in the background, and you can actually change that music, but it's a little bit complicated on how to do it. So if you guys want to see a video on how to change the jump around music to any music, let me know down below. But it's just really cool because the music goes along with it, and it honestly just looks really funny. When I first saw it for the first time, I was just laughing for like 5 minutes, and it was honestly just a really, really good time. But it's also another really cool little bonus mod that you get using the menu mod menu. Like I said, there is so many different things you could do with this menu, which is why I love it. Here's another small one, but it's still pretty awesome. You can just set explosions at a waypoint, and it'll just continuously blow up like a blimp, I guess, right in that area, and it'll just do that for eternity until you turn it off, which is kind of cool. And then another one is massacre mode and a meteor shower. This is awesome. It just demolishes everything. Like, just look at the screen and look at everything get whipped around and blown up, and it does hit you. I tried to drive across the map using this mod, and it was so hard. If you guys want to see a challenge video of me doing that, let me know down below in the comment section. But like I said, it also has the meteor shower mod, which pretty much just, you know, meteors fall to the ground in Los Santos, and they can actually hit you. And if you don't have God mode on and your car is not indestructible like mine is, if a meteorite the size of, you know, one that's about to hit me right here, as you're gonna see, actually hits you, your car will get demolished. I'm just gonna say that now because it's actually proper, which I really love. It's another really, really cool mod you get using the menu mod menu. Like I said, I would highly just recommend getting this menu. Another one of my favorite mods is gonna be V-Stancer. Now, V-Stancer pretty much just allows you to mess around with the wheels on your car. You can kind of pop them out a little bit more. You can put them back in. You can put a camber on them. You can make the vehicle higher, lower, increase the rim size, all that kind of stuff, which is why I love it, because in GTA GTA 5, if you put a wide body kit on certain cars, the wheels just don't line up with it, and it gets really annoying. So I downloaded this mod to make it look perfect, and man, does it ever look amazing. I wish Rockstar would just make the wheels line up with wide body kits in game, because it would look so much nicer. But you can also create some really crazy, weird stuff, like you guys could see in the video. Like, look at this, like what the hell even is this? It's just fun to mess around with. And sometimes it does glitch out a little bit, especially if you start to do stuff like this, like take a Liberator, put it at its max settings for height, and then make the wheels gigantic. It starts to kind of bug out. But you could actually get it to work perfectly sometimes and actually drive around with it, and it is so much fun, because look at how gigantic this monster truck is, comparing it to the regular Liberator we have. Like, that is just crazy. But my all-time favorite thing to do with V-Stancer is going to be making off-road hypercars and off-road sports cars, because in GTA 5 we can't do this, and I still think it would be awesome if we could. You just throw some off-road tires on the vehicle, make them wide, make them pop out a lot, and then boom, you have an off-roading McLaren Senna. Like, this is awesome. And it would be so cool to do this in GTA Online. This is some stuff that I think Rockstar could actually do in the next GTA installment, just to make, like, the game a lot more fun, to be honest. Because, like, imagine taking a Lamborghini, throwing some off-road stuff on it, making it a full off-road build, and then you could use it in all kinds of cool heists and stuff, and you can go off-roading with it, instead of having to use some of the off-road vehicles that were given that are super slow. I think it would be a lot of fun. Another one of my favorite mods to use in GTA 5 is No Boundary Limits. It pretty much allows you to go up into the air as high as you want, or down through the ocean as far as you want, and your vehicle won't get destroyed as long as you have God mode on, which you should definitely make sure you do, because you're going up pretty damn high. As you can see, I'm going about 2,000 miles per hour here, so, you know, it cuts the time in half a little bit. But as soon as you fly through this picture, I guess, that is the sky in GTA Online, you could pretty much just, you know, go into space, but not really space. Of course, there is an actual Grand Theft Auto space mod which you can install, which is cool. Definitely not my favorite mod though, because the driving controls are so terrible with that. But it's really cool that you could just completely go out of the whole GTA universe, and then if you want to, you could just fly straight back into it at like 3,000 miles per hour. Like I said, make sure you have God mode on. But it's still really cool because you can go as high as you want and as far as you want in the GTA universe. It's awesome. The fastest I've ever gone was like 80,000 miles per hour, which was just insane. But it's honestly a really, really cool mod, and it's so simple to download. You just throw it into your GTA directory, and then it activates, and boom, there's no more boundaries. It's honestly a really cool mod, and like I said, it's super simple to install. And can I just say, look how beautiful the whole map looks. It looks so much more realistic. I absolutely love it. But yeah, No Boundaries Limits is hands down one of my favorite mods as well in GTA 5. Next up is going to be real cars and houses. I absolutely love this. This is my favorite house, the Malibu Mansion. It's beautiful. And then of course, installing some real cars to go along with it, it's even better, because you could just have so much fun. Anytime I spawn into GTA 5, I spawn right here at this house in that garage in my beautiful Porsche 918 Spider. It's a beautiful house. Oh, and by the way, I also installed a beautiful super yacht to go along with it, docked up right next to the house. I actually built that dock in the garage that goes along with the house. If you want to check it out, it's down below in the description. But it's awesome to have real houses, or I guess all the houses are real, so I guess just better houses, because they have interiors, they have cool stuff inside. It's just awesome to have. And one day I hope Rockstar Games will allow us to buy some proper houses in GTA 5, because I think it would be really, really cool. But having these houses just makes the game feel so much better, and this isn't the only one I have. I have a ton of them, probably like 12 total, which is pretty decent, and they're all located in random spots. I also have one on the top of Mount Chiliad, which is kind of crazy. So having this kind of stuff in GTA 5 is just awesome, and I would highly recommend downloading some real houses and some real cars into the game, because it just makes the game so much more fun. And if you install real car sounds to go along with the real cars, it's even better. And if you install Redux to go along with all of this and LA roads, you're gonna have so much more fun playing the game. Like, if you were to compare this right now to regular GTA 5, you would be driving the Shalagen GT in this area. There would be no house here, and the game would honestly look pretty bad, especially if you're playing on console. But it's a ton of fun to have real cars and real houses in the game. In my opinion, it just makes the game a lot better. And finally, the last mod that I absolutely love in GTA 5 is going to be co-op. You can play story mode with mods with your friends. All you gotta do is download it, put it in your scripts folder, and then join a server. And the ones at the top, by the way, are the ones where you'll get the best ping. So I always join those ones. I have like a 53 ping here, which is great. and then you guys are good to go. You can do whatever you want to. You can use any kind of mods, change your model, do whatever you want. The only thing is, if you guys use DLC cars, like for example, you download a Ferrari and your friend doesn't have a Ferrari downloaded, he won't be able to see it, and it'll also show as you being invisible. So he has to download the exact same car and you're good to go. But here you can see I'm teleporting to some other people and I am going to go and troll them, spawn in a cargo plane, and start smashing their cars around. Because if you guys go into the spawner mode in menu, they will actually see you dragging around your plane everywhere, which is kind of cool. So you could take that plane or car or whatever and start ramming it into other people, and they will get flung around everywhere. It's honestly really, really cool. And the best part is nobody really gets mad at it because everybody has mods, so they do the exact same thing to you after and just troll you. It's awesome. So anyways, these are my favorite mods to use in GTA 5. All the links are down below in the description if you guys wanted to download any of them on your PC. Of course, there are some extra steps you're going to need to take to install them, but trust me, they're a ton of fun.